Hello, Westford. Town officials gave a Nashua businessman the green light to build and operate an asphalt plant at 540 Groton Road. Superintendent Bill Olson presented his fiscal 2018 requested budget, and the town's military veterans were honored on Veterans Day. I'm Ira Keltz, and it's time for WestfordCAT News. Town officials complied with a court order and issued a special permit to Newport Materials on November 14th. The permit will allow Newport's owner, Richard D. Felice, to build and operate an asphalt plant at 540 Groton Road. There is now just a 20-day window for opponents to appeal the special permit. In the meantime, Chelmsford resident and attorney Larry Sweeney, who lives near the site of the plant, filed a restraining order directing the Westford Planning Board members and the selectmen to revoke the permit. This all follows an announcement on November 10th that Land Court Judge Alexander H. Sands III denied a motion by town officials to vacate an agreement with D. Felice. The announcement of the news prompted residents to protest again on the Common on Sunday, November 13th. Residents across town and in bordering Chelmsford were angered on October 6th when they learned that a 6-year court battle to keep the asphalt plant out of Westford had come to an end with a settlement agreement between town officials and D. Felice. The opponents demanded that officials nullify the agreement and pledged to continue the fight. A hearing for Sweeney's restraining order is scheduled for November 21st in Middlesex Superior Court in Lowell. Visit WestfordCatNews.org for the latest news in this developing story. Board of Health members unanimously approved a motion made by Zach Cataldo to hire its own legal counsel to continue to oppose the presence of an asphalt plant in Westford.
Just a request from the Board of Selectmen, our own legal representation, which is not Copeland and Page, to research our legal options in regards to Newport Materials.
Find the entire Board of Health meeting online at WestfordCAT.org. Town Manager Jody Ross presented her fiscal 2018 budget to selectmen on November 15th.
Thank you. So I am pleased to present this budget to you, and I want to thank Dan O'Donnell for all his yeoman efforts in pulling this together with us, and also all the department heads too. So first off, this is a budget that does reflect the budget policy direction that the Board of Selectmen have set for us, and it is, next slide.
Sorry.
Keep up.
Difficulties.
Keep up. So, and it is a balanced budget, I am pleased to say. As Paul explained, our new growth is down. Our estimate for 18 is 850. We are projecting a slight increase in state aid that I am hopeful for. And I've listed our current cash reserves. I did hear from Neshoba Valley Technical High School, and our population is level, but I don't know the figure yet, so we have a small increase in there. This is a no-frills budget for anybody looking for a lot of excitement. There's really not a lot of excitement. There's no additional personnel, no additional services, pretty much just keeping up with what we have now.
At that same meeting, they also set the tax classification rate for fiscal 2017, which began July 1st.
So does it make sense to sort of do as Paul suggested, we take a vote, or as Scott suggested, sort of on the policy tonight, single, and then wait for the rate and then vote on that?
So the
Paul,
first question is whether or not
I
you
was
want
going
to
to say,
adopt
you
the rate.
usually give us the motion all written out very nicely,
Yeah, well,
Oh.
Right. Okay, next one. Okay. Well, the first motion would be whether or not to consider adopting the single tax rate.
So I'll move to adopt a single tax rate.
Is there a second? Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. And then the second one would be whether or not to adopt a small commercial exemption.
I'll move to adopt the small commercial exemption.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and then when you get the
Thank you.
rate,
And we will, as soon as we
Come
get
back and
the certification.
we'll do
we
that.
will finish this.
With the small commercial exemption, do we need to specify a percentage or anything, or?
Oh, well, you probably should. You've been doing 10% for the last 13 years.
So I will,
I'll get you, Don, in a minute, just,
Of course.
I guess I'll do my motion to adopt the small commercial exemption with the 10%
10% shift, okay.
shift.
and is there a second?
Okay.
Thanks.
All those in favor? Aye. Okay, Don.
Find the entire Selectmen's meeting at WestfordCAT.org. Here's an update from the Town Manager's Office.
This is your weekly update from the Town Manager Office in Westford. I am Eric Heidemann, the Assistant Town Manager. This week on Monday, we had the rollout of our new town website, which is provided by Civics Plus. I highly encourage you to log on to the website and sign up for automatic updates. If you have calendar that you participate with, you will need to re-sign in and re-sign up for those appropriately. We currently are still working with the Road and Bush project. The phase 2 of that project is moving forward into the design. We are planning to take the project to town meeting in the spring to seek funding for it. So as of right now, we're working out the details and we hope to have it all ready for this annual town meeting. Veterans Day was last Friday on November 11th. We had a great turnout at the town common and we were able to honor our local veterans. The Board of Selectmen actually did a special recognition of our veteran service officer, Terry Stader. He had 28 years of both active and reserve military service. So thank you to all the veterans and Terry for your service for our country. The new fire station, the design is also underway for that, which will be constructed down on Boston Road at the intersection of Blake's Hill Road. We're working through the design process with that, and the town's permanent town building committee is working with the designer to ensure that the project is built successfully. So that's it for this week. Have a great Thanksgiving.
Superintendent Bill Olson presented his fiscal 2018 recommended budget on Tuesday, November 15th. He's requesting a 2.38% increase over the previous fiscal year's budget.
So if we go to the next slide, just quickly, you see our fiscal 2017 appropriations carry forward budget, and Kathy has done a great job reviewing that very carefully, as she has every year. Increases by about 1.81%. The new requests are $313,000, a little bit more than that, for an appropriation figure of $55,997,158, and that meets the town manager's appropriation level to us of 2.38%. Meets it exactly.
Find the school committee meeting online at WestfordCAT.org. Olson took time out of his schedule on Wednesday to bring us this report about the state of the schools.
Hi, this is Superintendent of Schools Bill Olson with another school system update. I recently presented the fiscal 2018 school system budget to our school committee. That's the budget that will apply to the 2017-2018 school year. The budget increase over this current school year is 2.38%. That happens to be the figure that the town manager has given us as her recommended increase for fiscal 18. You've supported us, along with the boards and committees and town administration over many years in providing funding for our school system, allowing us to improve the quality of programs and services, which has been instrumental in developing the overall achievement levels and reputation of our school system. So that's budget. We've submitted the capital plan also to the school committee with several projects in mind that need to be funded over the next several years, including some pump replacements, major circulator pump replacements, and plumbing work at the Blanchard School, along with some emergency communications equipment, and some work on the facilities, high school field facilities and track at Westford Academy, including bleachers, bathrooms, replacement of the track, and replacement of lighting. Those projects will be phased in over the next several years. At Westford Academy, we will have 65 more students next year. Westford Academy next year will have its highest enrollment in the history of the town, And over the next 2 years, the enrollment will increase even more. We're projecting 1,745 students for next year at Westford Academy, 1,752 for the following year, and 1,758 students in fiscal 2020. Since Thanksgiving is coming up, I want to wish our students, our staff, and all of you a very happy Thanksgiving. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.
Our town's veterans were honored on November 11th with speeches, cards, and a musical tribute from the Westford Pipes and Drums. 2 buglers played taps for the fallen as well. A large crowd of residents attended the annual observance, at which town officials gave special recognition to Veterans Services Officer Terry Stader. Selectman Chairman Andrea Paraner-Sweet called Stader the best Veterans Services Officer around. November has been a warm, dry, and enjoyable month so far. Here's Joe Seppi to tell us what's on the horizon.
Hello, Westford. This is Joe Seppi with the weather forecast for this weekend and the week of Thanksgiving. We have some chilly nights coming up, and right now it looks like a cloudy and drizzly turkey day. Here's your forecast. On Saturday, it will be mainly sunny with a few afternoon clouds. The high will be 56 degrees and low 39 degrees. On Sunday, there will be light rain showers early with some peaks of sun later in the day. The high will be around 40 and low around 35. On Monday, we will see slight rain showers in the morning and clouds in the afternoon. The high will be 42 degrees and low 27 degrees. On Tuesday, it will be partly cloudy with some peaks of sun at times. The high will be 44 and low 26. On Wednesday, we will see some sunshine in the morning with increasing clouds during the afternoon. The high will be 45 and low 30. On Thanksgiving Day, it looks like it will be cloudy with rain showers during the day and possibly some snow showers at night. The high will be 44 degrees and low 33 degrees. The cloudy damp weather will continue on Friday. It will be overcast with rain showers during the day and it might change over to snow showers at night. The high will be around 46 degrees and low around 28 degrees. That was your Westford weather. Have a great week, everyone, and happy Thanksgiving.
Here's Rekha Sharma with this week's health tip.
Hello everyone, I'm Rekha Sharma back with the new health tip for WestfordCAT News. Today I'm going to talk about ajwain or carom seeds. Ajwain is an excellent painkiller. It is highly effective in reducing stomach colic and flatulence due to diarrhea, dysentery, or stomach upset. Boiling a glass of water with 1 teaspoon of ajwain and consuming that water may help with colic. Also, ajwain oil is used in arthritis to reduce pain and inflammation. It is helpful to reduce acne. So add 1 teaspoon of ajwain in your rice or dishes to get the benefit. I'll be back with a new health tip. Bye for now.
This week's adoptable pet is Charlie, a gentle tomcat, available now for adoption at the Lowell Humane Society.
The Lowell Humane Society on Broadway Street in Lowell has many pets available now for adoption. I stopped in recently and met with longtime volunteer and former Westford teacher Deborah Forbes, and she introduced me to Charlie, a 12-year-old cat surrendered recently from the only home he ever knew.
Charlie is a sweet, gentle boy who just loves to be petted, usually on his terms, but once he feels comfortable, he's really very good. He unfortunately was surrendered because his owner had some medical issues. And Charlie is 12, and he lived with that one person for his entire life. So coming into a shelter after you've been in a home for 12 years is a pretty big adjustment. And considering all of the changes, he's doing just fine. He hangs out here in the volunteer orientation office with Marie, who's the coordinator, and he wouldn't really do well in a cage because he is a little on the chubby side, if you noticed, but he's working on that. So that's one of the things that this shelter is so good with doing, and that's giving the animals space when either because they, for temperament, don't like a cage, or because of size, they're not comfortable in a cage. So he's been hanging out here for a couple of weeks, and he loves to snuggle underneath. He's sort of Marie's co-worker here. He snuggles underneath her desk in the cubby. Very calm, very gentle, not a big fan of being picked up. Most cats who are a little chubby, it's uncomfortable, so that's why they usually don't like it. It's not comfortable, but his owner said that he used to sleep on the bed with him. I've had him out here on the blanket, and he sits down and loves to be petted. So he really is just a sweet old soul with beautiful green eyes who is looking for somebody to give him a nice, safe, secure haven and rescue him and become his new best friend. He's, as I said, about 12 years old, and it would be wonderful. He would be so thankful to have a home by Thanksgiving. November is National Adopt a Senior Pet Month, so it would be perfect if he could find a home before the end of this month, preferably before Thanksgiving, so maybe he could even have a little turkey, but just a little.
If you'd like more information on Charlie or any of the other pets available for adoption, or would like to find out how to donate, volunteer, foster a pet, or fill their wish list, go to lowellhumanesociety.org or visit them at 951 Broadway Street in Lowell. Call 978-452-7781. For WestfordCAT, I'm Patty Stalker.
And now here's Sarah Fletcher with this week's events around town.
I'm Sarah Fletcher, the Marketing Outreach Manager at WestfordCAT, here to tell you about a few things going on around town. Powerhouse vocalist Cassandra McKinley opens the season for the Parish Center for the Arts Jazz Series on Saturday, November 19th, backed by a team of jazz musicians, Tim Ray on piano, Bob Niskay on bass, and Dave Maddox on drums. For tickets, call the PCA at 692-6333 or go online to westford.org/PCA. Doors open at 7. You can bring your own drinks and dinner. Tickets are $18 for PCA members and seniors, $20 for non-members. Teens pay just $5. The PCA is located on the Common at 10 Lincoln Street. The annual holiday tree lighting ceremony takes place on Sunday, November 27th on the Common, beginning at 4 p.m. when the Girl Scouts chorus performs a sing-along. The lights will be turned on at 4:30 p.m. Santa will make a visit and be available afterwards for photographs at the PCA, just across the street. Crafts and activities will be offered inside the PCA, and hot chocolate and snacks will be available. All are invited to the new Holiday Boutique at the Cameron Senior Center, open all week, Monday through Saturday, November 28th to December 3rd, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. The Cameron Senior Center is located at 20 Pleasant Street. The Friends of Cameron have been collecting unusual and hard-to-find Christmas items for months in preparation for this special event. They have assembled a spectacular collection of new and vintage holiday decor and gifts for home, family, and friends. All proceeds support the programs, activities, and outreach services of the Cameron Senior Center. Admission and parking are free. For more information, call 978-692-5523. Submit your upcoming event to the WestfordCAT Bulletin Board, which plays on our 3 channels daily. You'll find the Bulletin Board slide request form on our website at westfordcat.org under Our Services. This is a free service for the community. Thanks, Ira. Back to you.
And that's a wrap, Westford. We leave you with artwork by Westford Academy students. The collection is on display at the Millennium School. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Have a very happy Thanksgiving.